Nick Hawkins just come back from the London Stadium Virtually. It was West Ham 0, Chelsea 1. Just not good enough today, Connor. In spite of everything else, just misfiring. Bullets missing from the gunners today.
Yeah, I thought that right. I saw first half. I was just I had expectations going into the game. I had bones really for the obvious reasons with the injuries and all that. The last day out, and just because it was Chelsea. Also had high expectations because we were told we had to show them we're going for it as well. And I was just a bit disappointed in the way we kind of set up really. I think the way we start on a back five, that's unfortunately, and I said that before the game, that if we don't have at least Masuaku or Cresswell in it, I just don't think, regardless of whoever, either Johnson or Fredericks, who, by the way, Fredericks I saw had a decent game today actually, but it doesn't seem to work as much. And with that going forward, we don't seem to have that extra threat that is able to break these sort of teams down. It doesn't help with no striker up there today. We couldn't really get on the ball much, and then when we did, it just, as you said, misfiring. We didn't really create enough. Wasted any chance we did when we had it, and a lot of concentrate again for Chelsea's goal, and it's going to be hard once they kind of scored first. Just getting into half time, and then the red card, we were just going for it at the end, just changed us. And you'd say something if it was actually a red card, but looking back on it, it's a really big decision from something that's wasn't that hard to make a judgment on, really.
Yeah, I do agree. It's the frustrating thing is when Lanzini come on, which I've been calling for a few weeks now. I think Lanzini has played in Noble's position before. He actually started getting on the ball. We started to sort of get a little bit more comfortable possession, and then the red card comes, and in my eyes, Connor, and I'm going to say this a few times tonight, corruption has killed us. It's killed any momentum that we had.
I don't think there's fans online and they're going to say that kind of cost us the game and all that. And if we're looking at it, it didn't really look in the long run. It didn't cost us a game because we set ourselves up for that finish in the first place. And we were poor in the first half. We ended up going for it at the end, but it killed momentum at the end of the day. And if they don't give that red card, who knows what could have happened? And I don't know, will that go overturned? Do you think that'll go overturned?
I don't know whether they're going to have the bollocks to do it again, if I'm honest.
It's just one of those decisions, and it doesn't look good on paper. 2 red cards for 2 centre backs 2 weeks in a row, but I mean, all for Balbuena having, at least Dawson last week, a bit shaky. He had Balbuena, okay, could have done better for the first goal, but for the game he had overall, it wasn't his worst game, and you could see himself, he kind of looked a bit shocked with it. So it's a tough one, really, to cap on a disappointment. We're still up there. We only conceded 1 this week. I mean, Werner, I suppose, had a few big chances he missed as well. I mean, if that's, I reckon even Tammy Abraham, I was saying, he probably would have scored that. But, there's positives and negatives, and we just have to try and focus on the positives, I think.
Listen, mate, I know it's a tough one to take today, and I know it seems like the world's collapsing, but we're still there. We're still in it. We're still in amongst it. We've got some lovely fixtures coming up if we can find our shooting boots again.
Yeah, I think absolutely. The Burnley game next week is definitely tough, and we're kind of going to be the last team to play out of all the teams above us, so it'll be pressure on us. But we're still up after these tough fixtures. Other teams will drop points, like Liverpool today, and if we can just get our results across the line, and not look at everyone else, as we've always been saying, get the boys back from injury, and just aim to build on every result we can kind of get here and see where we end up at.
Thank you very much, Connor. Really appreciate you coming on today, mate.
No worries, Nicky. See ya.
Thanks, pal. Thank you.